Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13th, verse 22nd. Upadrashta anumanta cha bharta bhokta maheshwarah paramatmeti cha api uktah dehesmin purushah para. So the divinity is inside all of us in some kind of a gradation scheme. It's initially upadrashta, it's simply an observer. Then anumanta, as we evolve spiritually, as we keep doing good and good, more better and better things in life, as we keep evolving from upadrashta, from an observer, it becomes anumanta. It becomes supporter, sustains us, and it pushes us to be even better. Upadrashta anumanta cha. Then bharta, it becomes active supporter for all our divine or spiritual activities. Then bhokta, it starts enjoying within us all those spiritual divine things that we are doing using our body, our mind. And finally Maheshwara, ultimate God, Supreme Lord, and Paramatma, the Brahman itself. Paramatma cha iti cha api ukta. So that is what is mentioned by sages, by others. So Krishna, Bhagavan, Yogeshwar Krishna is quoting other sages. Cha api ukta, as said by others. He's the Supreme Lord, but he's quoting others. Dehesmin Purusha Para. So that is the inside the body, Dehesmin, inside the body, locative, Purusha Para. That's the Supreme Lord is inside the spirit. So the highest spirit in this body is called the witness, observer, the consenter, the approver, the supporter, sustainer, experiencer, the great Lord, and also the Supreme Spirit, the Brahman. All right, chapter 13th, verse 23rd. Ya evam vetti purusham prakritim cha gunaihi saha sarvatha vartamanaha api na sa bhuyah abhijayate. Whoever knows this final truth they don't have to return to this world for rebirth process. They are beyond rebirth. They attain the ultimate state of moksha. Who? Ya eva vetti purusham. One who knows this purusham, the supreme spirit, the Brahman, prakritim, and the material thing, cha gunai, and all the attributes of the material body. If they know the distinction of these prakriti and purush and the divine, the distinction between the two, they can attain the moksha and transcend all rebirth process. Verse 24. Dhyanenatmani pashyanti kechit atmanam atmana anye sankhena yogena karma yogena cha apare. How do you perceive this distinction between Purush and Prakriti? There are various ways. Dhyanenatmani, either by meditation, by concentration. Dhyanen atmani, either do it by dhyan, meditation, or do it atmanam atmanam, by perceiving self through self, or do it by Sankhya Yoga, knowledge, by spiritual knowledge, or do it by Karma Yoga, by Nishkam Karma, that is unattached spiritual work action that you do. So some perceive the self in the self by the self through meditation, others by the discipline of Samkhya, and still others by the yoga of action, Karma Yoga. Verse 25th, chapter 13th. अन्ये तु एवं अजानन्तः श्रुत्वा अन्येभ्य उपासते ते अपि च अतितरन्त्य एव मृत्युम श्रुति parayanah. Those who are shruti parayan people, those who depend on what they have heard from spiritual sages, their wisdom through just by listening to Vedas and other shrutis, they do it just by following those divine words. Anyetu evam ajanantah. Yet others know it. Those who don't know Sankhya Yoga or Karma Yoga or Dhyan Yoga or other disciplines can just do it by following the words of other higher sages, the words that are based in the Vedic wisdom. So, yet others not knowing this, worship, having heard it from other sages, and they also cross beyond. They also transcend the process of rebirth, devoted to what they've heard, because they are Shruti Parayana. They follow the Vedic wisdom by listening to the spiritual words by other sages. Verse 26, chapter 13. Yavat sanjayate kinchit sattvam sthavara jangamam Kṣetrajña sanyogat tad vidhi bhartarshabha. Bhartarshabha is the word for synonym for Arjuna. So, O Arjuna, know this. Yavat sanjayate kinchit. Any being, whatever that is born, sanjayate, if it is born, yavat sanjayate kinchit, whatever is born, sattvam, their existence, sthavar, the immobile beings, jangamam, moving or unmoving, mobile or immobile beings, Kṣetrajña sanyogat, by the divine combination of the material cause and the Purush and Prakriti, like Kṣetra and Kṣetrajña, when they come together, they are born. Just know this, O Arjuna. Know, Arjuna, that any being, whatever that is born, moving or unmoving, arises from the union of the field and the knower of the field. Verse 27. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parmeshwaram vinashyatva avinashyantam yah pashyati sa pashyati. One who can see this distinction once again, he who sees the Supreme Lord existing alike in all beings in the universe, not perishing when they perish. Even if the material body perishes, the Supreme Spirit, the Brahman, does not perish inside them. If you can see that distinction, you see the reality. All right, then finally, samam pashyan hi sarvatra samavasthitam ishwaram na hinastya atmana atmanam tato yati param gatim. Samam pashyan hi satru. Seeing indeed the same Lord. Samam pashyam hi sarvatra. Everywhere the same Lord. Same divine spirit Brahman. Samavasthitam ishwaram. Established everywhere. Samavasthitam ishwaram, that is established everywhere universally. Na hinastya atmana atman. He does not injure the self by the self, because he sees the distinction. Tato yati param. Thereupon he goes to the supreme goal. The moksha can be attained once you see the distinction clearly between Brahman and body, Purush and Prakriti. So, all right, that completes our 7 verses for this time. We'll continue in the next one.